Hi guys, it's Bridget with Zebra Glitter and Nails. I'm doing my left hand today for you guys, which is not my good hand. So I'm right-handed, so doing my left hand is always a challenge. But anyways, I'm just going to do a couple nails for you. I already have our new peel base on there. I do have natural colored tips on, so it does look white, but it's not. It's clear. It goes on clear. It dries clear. It's very similar to a very popular peel base that you guys like. It's a little different than our original. It's a little thinner. It dries quicker. But anyways, I wanted to play around, and I love this formula. It is amazing. So there we go. Get our base on there, and then I'm doing the pour over method today. Well, today, but yeah. I don't normally do pour over, so I'll probably make a mess. So anyways, we'll just do a maybe this hand, because I already had the other hand done. I did dip method on that, the lay-in method with our professional liquids, which I'm also using on this hand because they're my favorite. I do gel sometimes on the swatches, sometimes I do the professional on the swatches, but on my nails I usually do either dip with a gel top coat or dip with a professional top coat because I love the professional. So do your pour over, you can clean up. I got some of my peel base, or the skin. Sorry, my nails. I need to use my cuticle oil. Bad. It works. Like I said, I am shaky anyways, and then you go using this left hand, and this might be a nightmare. So we'll have to do the bad hand though. So some of you guys have gotten really good at that and have tricks, and I probably should have my hand on a finger holder. That would help. This one does have foils in it, so I do wipe the brush off in between. These liquids do not contaminate easily at all, but don't want the colors in it because you'll end up with that no matter what. There we go. Oh, I got a lot of liquid on that time. Tap it off real good. Don't brush it too soon. You'll take off your dip like I did in the last video. But shows you what not to do. Sometimes that's good in a video. So, like I said, I'm not one of the professionals at doing videos or doing manis. So, it's realistic though for you. So anyways, there we go. I need to do my nails more often because that's how you get better. I'm doing this whole hand real quick first. So I'm doing 2 dips on each nail. I've already done 2 layers of peel base over my tips. The other hand in the video where I did the lay-in method, I did do a layer of base before I started, so you can do a layer of base, let it dry. Some people completely believe in that. I don't necessarily think it makes a big difference. It can. It's just kind of a personal preference, and probably in your application steps of how well yours stays on, you figure out what works. So again, that's peel base you're seeing on the edge here that I had not cleaned up yet. And then I'm using the marbling tool. We do sell these on the site. I think they're very easy to use. Make sure you brush off your excess powder in between, and then go in with your next. So you can see I kind of have the brush contaminated, but nothing's happening with the liquids, which is awesome. Like I said, these are the professional liquids. If you have allergies or what's called the dip flu, our dainty no odor liquids are amazing. They do dry slower because of the product in it that makes it dry is typically what people are allergic to, so there's a lot less of it in there, or none of it in there. So, oops, pour over, and I tried to lay in. Alright, so finger number 2 done. Like I explained in the last video, if you guys watched the one with the lay-in method, I do have black foils in this. They are the worst foils to bleed. So you can do a spray activator that helps, or even the dropper helps to where you're not brushing it. You can see mine didn't bleed a lot, and I did the regular activator. You can see how shiny that professional top coat is still. See? And it's just gorgeous. I love it. I think I'm going to do one more dip on this hand because I don't think I got much on there the very first time. So again, this is my non-dominant hand that I am using to do my dominant hand, so not the greatest. But pour over. And I always use a liner to catch it. We do have dip trays. We do have the dip recycling system on the website. So, you know, it's kind of personal choice what you like. I use the dip trays sometimes, but I just find the cupcake liners are great. I love the silicone ones. We do sell those as well. Those are reusable. These are just, obviously, you can use it if you want to, but they're disposable. They're cheap. Sorry, it's some of my peel base around the edges. There we go. 2 more fingers to go. Or 3, sorry. I can't count today. So hopefully I'm keeping my fingers in the video. Trying to get better at doing videos. Keep an eye out. We are going to have Marla Chris do a video soon. She is super professional. And we're having her do one. Coming up probably in February. I'm working with her now on coordinating that. It'll probably be a YouTube video because I think those are super helpful. All right, cool. So the professional liquid dries. Oops, am I not keeping my hand in there? I am so sorry. I really hope I've not had it out of the video the whole time. So again, not very good at this hand, so doing the very best I can for the video. Stay away from your cuticles as much as you can. So that's part of what where you get lifting and stuff, is if you get too close or you don't cap. And like I said, I have peel base, so I can change this out, you know, later today or a few hours, you know, tomorrow, a couple weeks. It works great. All right, so and then clean up each time is a good thing to do because your nails are going to look better in the end. And again, I apologize for my cuticles. I really need to use my cuticle whip. You guys seeing that? Alright. So, sorry, I'm kind of rushing through. I probably should do a controlled video where I'm doing it all slow and stuff, but a lot of you guys know what you're doing, so I tend to do quick videos. Application can vary. This is the pour over today on this hand. I cake a lot of it on. Some don't, some do. So there you go. It's only gonna stick to what's wet. So if you have a lot of liquid on, you're gonna get more to stick. If you have less liquid, then you might have to do another dip. 2 or 3 dips with this color is plenty. Some people like to go crazy and do 4 or 5 dips. I don't like mine as thick, so if I was doing that, I would definitely do even thinner layers. So it gets a little tricky when you have like a chunky or like this where you have foils in it. If you get doing too many layers, it gets super thick. But so again, my bad hand, as I say, because this is my dominant hand, and I'm using my non-dominant hand, of course, to do it. So I'm going to leave that one at that. We'll go to the next to last one here. Oh, I put a lot of liquid on that time. It still dries quick enough. That's not going to be an issue, but Like I said, these do not contaminate easily, which is super nice. You know, obviously you don't want to get a bunch of glue around the edges of the bottle. Glues are all pretty much made the same, or nail base. So it will glue your bottle shut if you're crazy about it. This does not have that issue very much at all, though. So you don't have to be super careful. You don't have to like go in and clean it each time with acetone unless you're super sloppy. If you're one of those super sloppy users, then that's probably a good idea. So anyways, yeah. So, like I said, make sure you're brushing off in between. Yep. And we're almost done. This one and one more. And then we'll activate and top coat, and that will be this video. So pour over. Yep. Sweet. Don't go in too soon. Like me. Went in a little too soon there. And almost brushed off my powder again. I did that in the last video. Oops. That one's still a bit wet because I put a lot of liquid on there. So pour over again. If you have a lot of liquid, that's the best way to do it. Don't mess up your mani. Almost cussed. Sorry. And then, like I said, I did foils. This is our VV1 powder from last year, one of our Valentine colors. All right, and I'm going to do one more. And I'm not doing the apex or the build method. I'm just doing 2 dips, guys. So there's all sorts of methods, and you figure out what works for you. There's lots of videos, different business owners or different nail techs. You know, if you take your colors to a salon and have them do them, they all do different methods pretty much. So there we go. Got a little bit more on there that time again, so I'm just gonna go in and yeah, there we go. Cool. All right. Little cleanup. This one looks like it stains, but it does not, guys. We don't have too many that stain. We work hard to not have that. We did have one earlier this year that was a stainer, and I took it offline because it was a rough one. It was really pretty, but the manufacturer of that one, it was a thermal, and it was nuts. So it wasn't supposed to, but it ended up staining bad. All right. Oh, did it again. Wiped off my color. All right. So almost done here. Clean up again, because I am not good at this hand at all. My other one's fairly decent. This one, not so much. So I'm just cleaning with a file right now a little bit before I do my second dip. All right, so hopefully I'll get it right this time, and that will be it. This color's very reactive. It's a thermal. And like that time I forgot to wipe off my brush. I might get some of the foils or pigment in my liquid, but it will not mess up my liquids. It's still usable. So there we go. Let's do one more pour over. Ooh, making a mess. I always save my powder like that. You don't want to waste what you're buying, so use a cupcake liner or a tray, reusable tray, or the disposable trays if you like. Okay, kind of wiped off. See that? I messed up that edge, so I am going to fix it real quick before we do the activate, because I don't want to have to go back. So when you mess up like that, the easiest thing to do, in my opinion, is not paint finger. So I still do the entire nail again. Some of you guys are probably good at the little fill-ins where you can go in and just do that part. I'm not as good at that, so I do the whole nail. You just want to make sure it's even because, you know, you don't want it looking all janky. So that's better. I let that dry now before I wipe it. Oh, didn't get enough there. It's still wet. All right, guys. So we'll clean that up in a second here. All right. All right. Use the marbling tool. I believe I said that is on the website if you would like one. They are for purchase on the website. I'm going to see again this hand. I am so not very good at it. So, well, it's okay. I probably need to work on that one a little bit, but let's fix it. Again, if I don't fix it now, I'm going to have to go back later because I can't stand that. Okay. Let's see if I got it this time. So, again, just get your coverage. First time, you want to have that issue. There we go. Now I got it. Woohoo. All right. I'm making a mess. Fun with dip. Okay. Brush that off. Let that dry. I put too much on there. I just like powdered my whole hand. All right, guys. So once that's dry, yeah, there we go. Okay, clean up. Your cleanup around your cuticles is really important, especially you newbies that are not used to this. Do your cleanup as you go. It's easier than later. It will come off eventually, but much better to do it as you go. It's just easier. It doesn't they look good. They look good right away, or as good as you can get them. Like I said, I'm not very good at mayonnaise, so but anyways, we're gonna activate now. So it's our zebra activator. I use all zebra liquids always because I want to show you guys that our products work. Okay. So again, this has foil. So did you see what I did there? Like that works to help your foils not bleed if you don't have the dropper or you don't have the spray. If you just kind of put it on and not brush it too much. See, if I brush it, then I end up with some of the black foil. Like I said, the black foils are the worst as far as bleeding. But if you kind of just touch it. So you just want to make sure that you get your activator on there. If you don't activate, you're not going to, your nails are not going to harden and last. Okay, that one probably used some filing, but yeah, I kind of janked that one up. It's not the prettiest nail. So normally once you activate, you can file and do all that. See, this hand looks much better. It's still not perfect, but it's better. Okay, so I just got part of the paper towel that I have underneath here. I don't have my beautiful mat underneath. I forgot. My admin makes beautiful mats, so if you're interested, reach out on our page. You can reach out to Jen. She's our admin that makes the nail mats, and they are beautiful. So your second layer of activator, you want to make sure you cover the whole nail. You don't have to be as careful because it's already kind of set and hardened, so your foils aren't really going to bleed much more. They will a little. See, like that one, there's a lot of foils on it, so it will, but normally not. Hopefully my finger's in the shot here. Yep. All right, last one. Okay, that's our activator, and like I said in the last video, I don't use alcohol or anything. I do use a lint-free wipe to make sure that the activator's not too pulled on there, and whatever, and supposed to let it wait about 2 minutes to do your top coat. Your top coat needs to react with the activator. So the activator has to be on there when you're doing the full dip process. Now, if you're doing the gel process, that's different. So we'll do that in another video. But I did not wait 2 full minutes. I'm going to do it because I'm in a hurry. My employee Sam is going to be here soon, and we have a full day of orders and stuff to do. So get it going here. I did just fill this bottle this morning, so the brush is a tad bit more stiff than our usual brushes. If you're ever replacing brushes in your liquids, we do sell replacement brushes, but you want to let them sit for a little bit. They have to acclimate. So, and this time of year occasionally, I've not seen it happen with the professional liquids. Our old ones used to do it every now and then, where they'd go out of here seeming like they were fine and then get to somebody and be goopy. So we're not sure why that happens, if it's like the climate change in like parts of the country, like, you know, I'm in Ohio, and if it's going to California, it's going to go through several changes. Again, we are no longer selling the old liquids, even though people like them, and the manufacturer changed the formula, and we did not like it. So very different. And so now we did away with the easy top coat. We're just trying to make it easier on this site, not have so many options. So we do have the professional and the dainty. So the professional are these. The dainty is the low odor, no odor. So those of you that have problems with allergies, or what's called the dip flu, can use that. That was a quick application, guys, but anyways, you get the idea. See how shiny, and it stays that shiny. These are dry. These are completely dry. And beautiful, and that is the professional top coat. The dainty is just as shiny, is just a little more stubborn and finicky because I don't want to say finicky, slower drying. It's not finicky, but just slower drying. So, you know, if you're like me and you're in a hurry all the time to do your nails, then you're going to mess them up because you're not letting them dry long enough first. But anyways, here's this hand that I just did. Like I said, not great at that hand at all. This one's better. I still have to add my cuticle oil and stuff, but there you go. Valentine's nails, and these change to this bright pink and then red, so you can kind of see these fingers are pretty warm right now, so it's this nice bright pink. But see, there's no divots. Oh, I just messed up that liquid. My top coat on my pinky, or my pointer, I just didn't let it dry and bumped it right up to another finger. So they're close to being dry. Probably need to do another one on that one. Yep, the rest look pretty good. You can always go in with second or third coat, but no more than that. Oh, I forgot to cap. Always cap. If you don't cap, then you're going to start peeling or losing your mani. And again, I probably should have filed a little bit on that pinky there. It's rough. But there you go. Beautiful liquids. They do self-level, so if you get your liquid on there, it will kind of fill in and move to where it's all even. There we go. Okay, well, I'm not going to wait for it to dry, but you can see this hand's dry and shiny as heck. So, nice, beautiful gel look with dip liquids. Professional liquids. See you soon.